Hello and welcome to the Fake News Cruise. Today I'm going to be scrolling through Yahoo News just for a moment to see what kind of propaganda and brainwashing they're pushing today. First article up, what will happen when Earth's north and south poles flip? The only reason this article is on here is just for globe Earth brainwashing. Reinforce that idea that you live on a spinning ball in outer space and doomsday could happen at any time. Going back through, let's see, global warming. Here's one about global warming. Probably doesn't even have anything to do with anything. Most people don't even read these articles. They just look at the headline, and the first thing they see is global warming. They probably don't even read any further, and they just think, oh gosh, global warming, what are we going to do? Continuing on. Oh, a bunch of crap. Things about Donald Trump nobody cares about. Oh, here we go. NASA's Juno snapped another photo of Jupiter that looks like a watercolor painting. As always, you hear these things from people saying, well, why are all the other planets spheres and we're flat? How could that be? Well, no one ever with their own eyes has ever seen these things like this. You can't see these things like this through a telescope. You just can't. But apparently NASA can take photos like this, but only NASA. So, more globe Earth reinforcing brainwashing. Continuing on, two more down. SpaceX not to blame for Zuma spy satellite disaster. There's two things in one, talking about SpaceX and a spy satellite disaster. More outer space reinforcement. Oh, crap about Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, Who really cares? If you still have a Facebook page, I feel sorry for you, because Facebook is just pure garbage. Alright, continuing down. More stuff about SpaceX. Again, SpaceX not at fault for Zuma satellite. There was an article about this 2 articles before. Why do they need another one? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's keep going. X Prize finalists to test CO2 recycling ideas in power plants. That's the X Prize, the prize that Google was putting up $30 million for to give away for the first private company to land a craft on the moon and take HD footage. They're just trying to keep pushing this outer space stuff. And more Facebook garbage. Elon Musk. Elon Musk just unveiled a giant tool SpaceX will use to build the biggest and most powerful spaceship in history. God, I can't wait, Elon Musk. Really gonna do it to it. If you don't know already, SpaceX was essentially invented for people who question, well, why doesn't if NASA's lying to us, then what about SpaceX? SpaceX is a private company. That was basically just there just to distract people, essentially. More globe Earth brainwashing. Continuing on. More Mark Zuckerberg stuff, Donald Trump. Here's another outer space one. Did Buzz Aldrin really see UFO in space and pass a lie detector test? Gosh, I don't know. Most people probably don't even click on this to read the article. They just look at the thing and they think, oh, gosh, these flat earthers are so stupid. If they would just look at the mainstream news and see that, Buzz Aldrin is talking about these things and maybe he saw aliens, then they would just shut up. Obviously. More Facebook stuff, There's probably some kind of hit out on Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, and they're trying to move everything to Twitter or something like that. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg doesn't want to play their game or something, and so now they're just destroying him essentially. Oh, Trump, Facebook, blah 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 blah. Just a bunch of garbage here. Stephen Colbert. Who cares? I'm sure there's more outer space stuff. Here we go. NASA's next great planet hunter has arrived. More outer space programming. Zuckerberg. Are we ready to be a multi-planetary species? Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, released his plan for the colonization of Mars, and it's pretty cool. Oh gosh, it's going to be great. Oh, look. More outer space and globe Earth brainwashing. Something about Antarctica, scientists saying, oh, we're totally studying Antarctica. There's no possible way. It could be the ice ring around the southern perimeter of the flat Earth. No way. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Who cares? Who cares? Bitcoin. I'm a Holocaust survivor, and Trump's America feels like Germany before Nazis took over. Well, folks, if you think that Donald Trump has anything to do with anything and he has any sort of power, I'm sorry, but you were deceived. And people need to take responsibility for themselves and not worry about these politicians who just talk a lot of smack and don't actually do anything. Moving on, Ronda Rousey shined in her WWE debut. A UFC fighter moving to WWE, which is obviously fake. But everybody thinks the UFC is real, but she's going back and forth. Kind of makes you think that all the UFC stuff might be fake as well, which I've thought for quite some time. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who cares? If you don't know how crooked and corrupt and disgusting the royal family is, then you should go and check that out. Facebook, who cares? Taiwan warships, blah 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 blah. Star Trek, it's not even, who cares about this stuff, but they're just like, yeah, outer space. I've been seeing this one a lot. A house in space wall tapestry. Oh, more Star Wars stuff. Facebook. Russia's jamming U.S. drones. More World War III stuff. More war stuff. People beating those war drums. Queen Elizabeth. Who cares? Who cares? Why would anybody care about what the Queen of England has to say? I mean, it's... why? Why would anybody care at all? New trailer for the Star Wars story. More outer space stuff. Oh, this is this guy, student David Hogg. The government employee compares him to a Nazi in a Facebook post. Well, that government employee is going to be fired because he's not going along to get along. Oh, Stormy Daniels, government, sports stuff. Who cares? Who cares? American Idol. NASA 4K moon video puts the craters all up in your face. Oh gosh, I can't wait to see it. More outer space programming. Alright, bear with me guys. Almost done. Ryan Reynolds, who cares? Who cares? PetSmart, Kim Jong-un, blah blah blah, Westworld. Yeah, it's actually a decent show, but most TV, is brainwashing you for something, and this show is probably going to make people, I think it's designed to make people sympathize with artificial intelligence, which that's exactly what it tries to do. More World War III stuff. Cardi B explains her catchphrases. Who cares? I mean, Cardi B, just another Illuminati puppet. She even made a video the other day talking about, basically, saying that she wasn't an Illuminati puppet. So she's paying attention to these things, and I feel bad for her. Hopefully she will wake up and she'll get out of it before it's too late. Oh, Stephen Colbert, World War III. A woman arrested for beheading boyfriend asks cops to let me get my heads. Well, this woman, I mean, just look at her. She's probably on some type of drugs, maybe under mind control. I bet you if you go and read this article, you'll find that she was into some sort of Satanism, some sort of weird things, but of course they're not going to put that in the headline of the article. They're just going to get people to say, oh my gosh, this woman cut off her boyfriend's head. Did you hear about the woman who cut off her boyfriend's head? Yeah, I don't know anything else about it because I just read the headline. Get it? Headline. So, let's see. Is civilization ready for the eruption of the next super volcano? More, doom and gloom, destruction. The world could just explode at any moment and, just ruin everything. So you better just make yourself happy. Don't worry about anybody else. Make as much money as you can. Get as much pleasure out of this world as you can. Don't pay attention to anything serious. Don't love anything because it could all just explode and vanish tomorrow. That's the world we live in, or that's what the media. That's the type of thing that media pushes on us. I mean, it's just garbage. And all these articles, it's like there's an article saying one thing, and then it says the same thing, but it tries to make it look different just a little bit further down. NASA wants to make the first Starliner test flight a fully operational mission. Oh gosh, I can't wait to go to outer space. Then I'll just really shut up about this flat Earth stuff. Oh, let's see. Royal Baby Watch. Who cares about the royal family? Does anybody legitimately care about them? I mean, if anybody has a legitimate reason to care about the royal family, please tell me what that reason is, because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Catherine Zeta-Jones, blah, 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 blah. South China Sea, World War III, Donald Trump. Who cares? NASCAR. Oh, World War III, Trump. And you hear people like, I hear people at work all the time just talking about these prescribed topics like it's just like, this is what we're supposed to be talking about, so I'm going to talk about it. If I talk about something else, people are going to look at me weird. I don't want people to look at me weird. Oh, here's another one. Secretive X-37B military spaceplane wings past 200 days in orbit. Oh gosh, more outer space programming. That looks totally real. That doesn't look like a computer-generated image at all. I mean, that looks like, gosh. Yeah, and they say things look fake in outer space because of the light. Oh gosh, you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. World War III. This is one I've been seeing a lot. Luxury space hotel to launch in 2021. Yeah, I'm sure the people who are allegedly living on this space hotel are not going to be under any form of mind control. They're not going to be part of any secret societies. And it's all going to be very above board. And, whatever they need to do to keep the space propaganda going. Now, I could go on and on and on. I bet we'll find so many more things, about outer space and World War III and just all this crap. And we'll come back to it, in a couple of days. We'll find new stories that are the same. And so I hope that you guys will join me again on my fake news cruise. Thanks a lot for listening.